Hey guys, so today is July 8th, 2018, and today I am going to show you guys a very inspiring story of how I overcame severe depression when I was age 19. So it all started when I was age 4. I was diagnosed with something called Tourette syndrome, and that was something caused by strep throat. Basically, an involuntary tic disorder where I would twitch and tick like crazy. I was made fun of, and I was called every name in the book. And with that, all throughout grade school, I was basically so hyper that I don't know who I was. So then saw every doctor. I saw so many doctors put on so many different medications, and I was a wreck. So at age 11 is when it became really, really bad. And that was when my mom decided to take me out of school for a week because my tics were so bad that I couldn't even go to a theater or to a mall because I would be so embarrassing. Because who would want to see a kid yelling and screaming? And by the way, for the fact that I couldn't help it. So then at the age of 14 it is when it got so bad. That's when that's when my hormones were kicking in and my depression got so bad that I was put in the psych ER for a week. And then at the high school is when it got really bad. That is when I hit rock bottom. I hit rock bottom because what happened was I I I made a financial mistake, and my mom, she put me in the psych ER for 4 months, and that was my wake up call that 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 actions have consequences. And because of that, after she said I couldn't come home, and back then I told my mom, how could you, and I realized that she did it for me to force me to grow up. So after that, after that 4 months, it was such a wake up call, and I'll explain to you further. So then after I was sent home from the psych ward is when I was sent to a CR, which is a house with 8 people, and they were all in their 50s and 60s, and I felt so out of place. In the first group home, I was assaulted. I was kicked out of that one because I don't know why, but they just kicked me out of that one. The second one, I was almost killed. Okay, and and and, and then finally, I got a break when I finally got my own apartment. But basically, through all this, I I tell people, I give them 3 life lessons: that everything happens for a reason, and everything happens for a reason. Sometimes we don't know why, but we have to trust it happened that it happened for that reason. Number 2, to not let things, to not let other people's negativity get to us, because if we do, they're taking away our happiness, and no one has the ability to take away our happiness. And number 3, most importantly, just live life. Take a day at a time. I cannot stress that enough. We all have the ability to do amazing things. And right now, my goal one day is to be a public speaker. I want to inspire people. I want to tell people, which I'm telling you right now, there is always a light at the end of the dark tunnel. I cannot stress that enough. You have to find that light. Even when you can't see hope, believe it. Because I was in that dark tunnel and I didn't see the light. And it was when I found God. I realized that, you know what, there was so much more to life than I was seeing now. So looking back 5 years from then, I've come a long way, and I still have a long way to go. And people still today doubt my success. You know what? I know as long as I'm doing what I have to do to support me and help others, then it's all worth it. So, and right now we're seeing having a issue in the country with mental health. And just remember that everyone has a voice. Right now, if no matter how old you are, young or old, if you feel alone, just remember it does get better. Please do not give up. You are unique. We all have gifts. And you know one of my favorite sayings is a quote. There are 7 billion people in this world. Why let any one of them bring you down? So I hope everyone enjoyed this story because, like I said, I want to share my story across the country and even the world. Because I want to inspire people to tell them that there is a light at the end of the tunnel and it can be found. You just have to apply yourself and fight the good fight. And also, right now, I'm actually